Oh god, that's beautiful. Oh, sorry, YouTube. You kind of caught me off guard. I was watching the Amazing Spider-Man 2 with its climax, was Spider-Man trying to move on with his life despite Gwen dying. And it was pretty much a touching moment, as I've said numerous times before. So, to contrast me being happy about that, let's talk about something that's not going to make me all too happy. I've been thinking about how to celebrate my 400th video, and I decided I would let you guys decide, but you guys came up with nothing. Thanks a lot. So it falls back to me again to do something. And I figured I'd get this done now because we're hitting close to the 500th mark, and I need to plan for something for that. So, what to do? Well, I figured, how about I pick a movie that from my blacklist, shall we say? Now, for those who don't know, a blacklist is basically things you promised you would not review or talk about whatsoever. Let's see. Which movie shall I pick? Paul? No, that would just start some religion versus atheism comments, and I don't need that right now. Dragon Ball Evolution? Oh, hell no. No, never. Grown-ups? No, that's too easy. No. Here we go. Okay, I've chosen my movie. I am going to be talking about Percy Jackson 2, The Sea of Monsters. So, let's talk about this movie. Now, the Percy Jackson movies were based off the books of the same name. Basically, a modern telling of Greek mythological stories involving Percy Jackson, the son of Poseidon. Now, ironically, I thought this was supposed to be like a modern incarnation of Perseus. And if that were the case, why is he the son of Poseidon when Perseus was the son of Zeus? Whatever. I'd never actually read the books, but I did see the first movie and I thought it was pretty decent. However, when I checked out some of the synopsis from the book, I saw how much superior the book was and how much the movie deviated from it. But the movie was still pretty decent all around. Percy Jackson 2. Oh, God, I hate this movie. Well, let's just get on with it. So, Percy Jackson 2 starts off with a flashback to when these three demigods are being chased by a monster, and one of them gets killed, and it turns out to be the daughter of Zeus. Not wanting his daughter to die, he decides to restore her as a tree and make her the source of the giant barrier that protects the demigod camp. Okay, Zeus, that's great. That's a nice thing you did. But you know what I would have done if I were you? I would have brought her the fucking back to life, for fuck's sake! You're the god of Olympus! Bring her back to life! Okay, maybe to be fair, Hades is technically the Lord of the Dead, so you probably have to console him, but you're above him, so just bring her back to life! Gotta keep it cool, keep it together. And then we cut back to present time, where Percy Jackson and all his friends are doing some training regiments, and Percy Jackson is getting upstaged by a daughter of Ares, who is acting like a complete colossal bitch, and pretty much stuck up in that manner. So, yeah. So with this girl acting like that obnoxious stuck-up bitch. I think that I finally completed my trinity of movie assholes with the inclusion of Raimi Man and Joku. The circle is complete. And anyway, uh, a giant mechanical minotaur starts attacking, which effects similar to the Bayformers movies, and ruins and it weakens the barrier. And they said that they'll have to restore the barrier. And Percy Jackson talks with Dionysus, who, surprisingly enough, can't even be bothered to remember his name. Why do I have a feeling that this is a certain metaphor for how much the creators of this movie didn't give a shit about this film? Anyway, he tells Percy Jackson that the only way that they can restore the barrier is to find the Golden Fleece, which can restore its power. But he says that he's gonna go into conflict with it, and there's a good chance that he would probably have to face Kronos, since he would steal the way along with the Golden Fleece. That detail might be a little bit sketchy because it's been a little while since I've seen that movie, for obvious reasons. And so Percy, his friends, the satyr and the daughter of Athena, decide to go search for the Golden Fleece, with the addition of Percy's half brother, who is half Cyclops. Yeah, there's not really much to talk about him. He's not really all that interesting. Though I will say this is one tidbit where the daughter of Athena said doesn't mistrust him because a Cyclops killed one of her best friends. The daughter of the goddess of wisdom, everybody. Apparently, she's not wise enough to look past prejudice. Yeah. So they go around meandering on adventures until eventually they get onto the sea, where they get caught by Luke, who was the villain in the previous movies, who plans to use the Golden Fleece to resurrect Kronos and help him take over the world away from the Olympians. And given the blandest performance, no, they're all equally bland in this movie. And so they eventually get thrown into the mouth of the Kraken, which in the Sea of the Monsters. And the odd thing is that Percy Jackson is powerless here because, as the daughter of Athena said, the Sea of Monsters is out of Poseidon's domain of power, which doesn't make a lick of sense because Poseidon is the god of water. Every ounce of water in the world should be his domain. But eventually they get sucked in, and they get caught up with the daughter of Ares, as she continues to be a bitch, as her ship full of zombies. Don't bother questioning it. Kids is stuck in there as well. So they are forced to work together to get out. And if it seems that I'm rushing through this, it's because I really want to, because I really do not like this movie. And also I have a 15-minute time limit for these videos. And let's see, what was this? Oh, there was also this one bit where they had to rescue the Percy's satyr friend, who dressed in drags to confuse Polyphemus, one of the famous one of the famous Cyclops, uh, who they point out has bad vision due to his encounter with Odysseus, except for the fact that Odysseus did not leave him with bad vision, he made him freaking blind. If you're going to adapt Greek mythology, could you at least attempt to put in the effort? But so they trick him and did whatever they needed to do with that and rescue the satyr. But they get caught by Luke, and Luke eventually resurrects Kronos, but Kronos ends up betraying him, and it's up to Perseus to save the world. And eventually he destroys Kronos again, and uses the Golden Fleece to restore the barrier, which incidentally brings back Zeus's daughter. Yay! I just really did not like this movie. It's so inaccurate to the source material in terms of both the books and Greek mythology. The actors were incredibly bland in their performances. The special effects actually look sometimes they look really good, and other times they look worse than the last movie. And and though I know it's supposed to take place in modern times, there's way too many pop culture references. I just didn't like this movie at all. So that was Percy Jackson 2, and I'm sorry I kind of rushed through this, but again, don't like this movie, and I wanted to get this over with. And I hope you enjoyed the belated 400th video celebration. So next time, hopefully my next video will be something engaging and something I can be excited for. I'll catch you guys later.